Hello everybody, what's up Steelers Nation? Welcome into the Truth Serum here, Joey the Truth Wagner with you. Steelers Nation would really mean the world if you could give us a thumbs up, click that like button if you're brand new, subscribe to the channel. Everybody, today in the afternoon window, the Pittsburgh Steelers lost to the Cleveland Browns on the road by a score of 13-10. And it looks like during the game, tempers were flaring on all parts, everybody. The lack of offense for the Steelers. Tempers are starting to boil over as the Steelers offense pretty much did nothing, everybody. They pretty much did nothing in this game, and this is being reported by Mark Kaboly of The Athletic. He is their beat writer for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Everybody, in this game, Pittsburgh only able to manage 249 yards of total offense. 74 of those came on one play. The touchdown for Jalen Warren, that long touchdown run. That was pretty much all the offense had. Was that one play. But everybody, Mark Kaboly, this is what he was reporting. Diontae Johnson was extremely furious and upset on the sidelines during the second half of the game on Sunday. And it was significant enough that rookie offensive tackle Broderick Jones had to pick him up and carry him away from a member of the coaching staff. After that happened, Mike Tomlin, head coach Diontae Johnson, had a lengthy talk on the sideline going over what was going on there. You saw in the clip at the beginning of this video how upset Diontae Johnson was. Post-game, Diontae really did not speak to the media. All he said was, "You all saw what happened." But it is getting, like I said, everybody, very, very ugly with the Steelers and the offensive side of the ball. It is getting ugly, and it is eroding fast on that side of the ball. It's eroding very quickly, folks. Very, very quickly. In the article by Kaboly, it did not say who the member of the coaching staff was, but with it being Diontae Johnson, we know he wasn't going after head coach Mike Tomlin because they had a lengthy discussion afterwards. So I doubt Diontae Johnson was going after Mike Tomlin. That I don't see. I doubt he was going after the wide receivers coach because everything I've heard from the Steelers and that organization, from the reporters and everything, is that the wide receiver coaches really don't do anything. The one who I think Diontae Johnson was going after was the offensive coordinator, Matt Canada. And everybody, do you realize how much of a scene it has to be if Broderick Jones has to pick him up, carry him away from the coach that he is screaming at? It's trouble in Pittsburgh. Trouble in Pittsburgh. I don't care that they're 6-4. I do not care. This offense is atrocious. The passing game is non-existent. I mean, Pickett only finished with 106 yards passing today, which for the NFL in 2023 is downright pathetic. They play offense like it's the 1920s. Forget about the 70s. They play offense like it's the 20s out of the T-bone formation. They're embarrassing. They're pathetic. Johnson only had 2 receptions for 16 yards on 8 targets. And there were many miscommunications between Johnson and Pickett throughout the game, whether it was missed reads by Pickett or just not being on the same page. I don't care what, but it was ugly. It was ugly, everybody, and Diontae Johnson wasn't the only Steeler that was upset about all of this. Steelers running back Najee Harris was very upset, as well as he was asked post-game if everyone on the team had a team-first attitude, and what Najee Harris said was, quote, "I'd rather not talk about the team. I'd rather just talk about me and my performance," end quote. And everybody, for Najee Harris to say something like that really gives you a glimpse of what's going on in that locker room, because Najee Harris is sort of viewed as a leader on the offensive side of the football. And what I took from that answer from him, because he's always been a team-first guy, I don't think he's the one being selfish, saying, "I just want to talk about me," because that's not the type of guy he is. I think there are players on that Steelers offense, and I'm not going to speculate who he's talking about. Could be Diontae Johnson, could be George Pickens, I don't know. But I think what he wanted to make a point of there is that there are members of that Steelers offense who are about me, and not the team, and he wanted that to be known. He was also asked post-game if other teams know what's coming from the Steelers offense, and he said, quote, "Yeah, in some situations, to be honest with you." And he added on to that, but everybody, this is not going well for Pittsburgh. It looks like, at least on the offensive side of the football, that all heck's breaking loose, because they can just not get it together, whether it's from terrible play calling and terrible scheming, miscommunications between Pickett and his receivers, missed reads by Kenny Pickett, poor pocket awareness by the quarterback. I mean, Kenny Pickett, he has to stop that bail the pocket and roll out left side. I know that Dan Moore is a turnstile over there at left tackle, and he got owned by Myles Garrett today, but you cannot turn your back in the pocket and roll out. Step up in the pocket. Step up in the pocket and move. Use your legs. Do something. It's not good, everybody. Also, what Najee Harris said, I gotta add this too. Even though the Steelers are 6-4, he said, quote, "I look at it like, how long is this bleep going to last? You all can look at it like it is a good record, but this is the NFL. Winning how we did isn't going to get us nowhere. Yes, we have a good record, but," end quote. Najee Harris knows this is not sustainable. I would hope that Mike Tomlin realizes this isn't sustainable. I would hope that Matt Canada realizes the same thing. But I don't think neither of those two do. Everybody, if the Steelers don't get their act together, at least on the offensive side of the ball, and at least be semi-competent, tempers are going to flare, and this is going to get really, really ugly. Really, really fast. Especially if your quarterback cannot make plays. Like today, Kenny Pickett could not make plays. Getting first downs were a struggle. And heads in that locker room are going to roll, and confidence is going to be lost, and this season could easily go down the tank. You have Najee Harris trying to send a message to his offense about not being team first and how this isn't sustainable. You have Diontae Johnson wanting to fight a coach on the sideline. It's not pretty. And I have a feeling it's going to get uglier, because next up, Steelers have a decent Cincinnati defense on the road, and we'll see how the Bengals respond with extra prep. 10 days of prep. And without Joe Burrow and with losing today, that is a game the Steelers have to win if they want to be a playoff team in the AFC. Must win. And hopefully, it's a complete effort instead of one side of the ball dragging the team to victory. Well, there you have it, Steelers Nation. Leave your comments on this entire situation here. I want to hear your thoughts on this Diontae Johnson, probably Matt Canada situation here. Everybody, thank you so much for watching from the Truth Serum. Make sure to like the video, sub to the channel, and we'll see you next time.